Hello everyone, and welcome to the second year of the Tent Container Gardens. I've had very little time this weekend up here to do any filming. It's just been super busy. But I did get my plants planted into the container gardens, so I thought we'd go through this, look at last year's strawberries, so everybody kind of gets, I don't know, and not an update, but whatever, so we can watch it throughout the year. So these here are the plants that I brought from home last year. There were 9 plants. Now I've got 7, so 2 of them disappeared. But what I brought up was some chives, and these are a batch that my mom has had growing for years. So I cut a chunk off it. We'll see how chives do up here. Over here I brought up a green pepper plant. Now over here, this is garlic, and last year I grew the garlic and had no luck. And this year when I came up, this is garlic that is from last year. So we'll see what happens. It's doing way better than the stuff I have at home in the garden. And I planted oregano because I love oregano. We'll see if that grows up here. I have a super sweet 100 cherry tomato and an early girl 50 day. Here we have a bush variety cucumber. And over here I did zucchini just to see how that grows. I mean, we're zone 3 up here, a strong zone 3. So we'll just see what happens, and it'll just be fun to kind of watch and see what grows and what doesn't, and what doesn't get eaten by the deer. If you guys remember from last year, Sarah and I transplanted a bunch of wild strawberries. Now I didn't even have time this weekend to weed this thing out. I pulled out some of the bigger weeds, but there's no time. I got to go back tomorrow. I still have stuff to do. So last year we planted this exactly half of it, and there was 50 plants that we planted. And this year when I got here, it was completely full all the way across, so the little spiders or runners must have went crazy. It was outside of here. I mowed them down. So what I did, I was going to plant a bunch of seeds in here, but instead, it was like, I'm going to keep the strawberries because, they're flowering, see what we get. And I just planted 2 rows here of onions, and we'll see how they do. They did not do good last year, but we'll see what happens this year. Last year I had the big wood pile here, and I was up here a lot last year in the fall and stuff, and burnt it all the way down, so that's gone. So this weekend now we have been clearing for the folks' new cabin and bringing the wood over here, and I'll show you what we got so far. So this is just a little bit of what I get. I'll have a pile that's huge compared to this, but I got it brought over here, and log splitter is set up and ready to go here. And one thing that I didn't do until the fall of last year that I did just today is I filled the wood bins. Last year when fall was coming, it was a chore that I did not want to do, and the worst part is it looks so much better when your bins are full of wood through the summer. It's not empty, so it's all filled. This is filled with 4- and 5-year split birch, so this is dry wood and good wood, and I've got hardwood there and hardwood that I stacked last year there, so I am ready now for next winter. And it's just, isn't even summer yet, so that's really nice. I also brought a little stack over here and got some by the fire. Fires are fun. Everybody wants to have a fire when they come up here, but they always go and grab from the pile in the wood bin instead of going out to the wood pile, which is non-existent right now, but will be as soon as I start splitting. And it's like all that work to put it in the wood bin for inside the tent, and they end up burning it out here. So anyway, I've got some here that should keep everybody happy, Zachary mainly, for quite a while. Real nice night. The lake is like glass. I was out fishing earlier and they weren't biting. It rained earlier. It was muggy and it rained real hard, so we had a complete weather change, so that turned them off. But just a real nice night up here. I have decided not to do rocky soil potatoes this year. Did them last year and it was a fun experiment, didn't get much, and at home, they're just going crazy, so I should have potatoes coming out of my ears anyway, so skip that. Also, when I'm mowing in here, I used to mow farther, but all of these plants that you see here, those are all blueberries, wild blueberries, and instead of mowing them down, they're a wild edible, they're delicious, you all know what a blueberry is. I'm going to kind of keep them and pick some of them here, but an idea popped into my head that I may do a raised garden, because there are places like here where I do mow, where I mowed over some of these blueberries. I could actually dig them up, plant them in a raised garden like I did the wild strawberries, and I could make a big raised bed for something like that and have blueberries every single year that would be easy to pick. Other than that, I added a couple things to the outhouse today. I got a water pitcher basin thing. It looks real cute, so I put that in here. And then I used to have a dog picture right here, but I got this really neat mirror kind of a thingy, and it really fit in here real nice. So that's in here too. Now I have to go back into the tent and get everything cleaned up and packed up. I'll be heading home tomorrow, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. Thanks a lot for watching.